Hello and welcome, my friends. Welcome back, or welcome for the first time, whichever the case may be for you. Hope you're ready for some hardcore vanilla Minecraft, because that's what we've got coming. Let's get this world fired up and loading. So we are potentially going to hear some backing of garbage trucks, but I did wait them out. They just did all the stuff right in my area. I think they've moved on down the way. They'll be back passing through one more time, I suspect, but that should be about it. Um, so we've got ourselves a action-packed, well, maybe not so much, but a fun-filled at least start to this day. Um, let's see what all we have in store for ourselves. The other thing I think we're gonna do, and we can maybe afford to hold out for just a bit here. Didn't do much on my repairs, did it? Alright, well, we've been saving this for a rainy day and it's pouring. It's not really, but as far as our need for experience, we might as well get these tools set back up again. Um, in our previous episodes, if you guys missed them or haven't caught up, we just wrapped up a project to drain out a Guardian Temple. It was the first time I've done it for YouTube, or for this or any of my YouTube worlds since I've started recording those. We're coming up. I don't think we're quite at 6 months, but definitely, through the summer, getting going here. So we've had one other comparable world to this, and then a bunch of much shorter term ones where we tragically lost our hold. Again, we play hardcore Minecraft, so um, if things go wrong, they go real wrong, and that's how they end up. Um, but hopefully, in and at this point, hi. He just decided to pop right up on top of our little pile of blocks here, huh? That's where I started using torches for the floor instead of making pillars and posts to mount them on, because the height matters. You get the most light range by putting them on the floor. Anything that you move up or down has a more narrow radius to light things up. So, as we talked about, we definitely want to keep our nether quartz supply growing. We've got a lot of need for that. And we'd found we have a few more bricks than we'd initially thought. I think we will go back and get some more of those at some point, but I don't have an immediate plan to do that right now. I think our bigger priority is going to be getting getting that beacon set up for starters. All right, let's run upstairs real quick. I don't know if we pulled our sponges. Were they done drying, or had we just started them the last time around? The last time we came up here, I think maybe they were done and pulled. We didn't get a whole lot of XP. Yeah. But we can definitely put these away. And I think for now we'll just kind of leave as is. Put this flesh in here for a bit. Our coal we want to save because right now we're going to start with, hey, Bierstadt, how you doing? Um, Start with the cooking. So we're going to fortune up this. Start with, I guess, the gold and the copper. Not that much of any of it, really, is there? Let's just do this. Get all these random little stacks out of the way. And while we're here, we will get our slime balls out of the way. The surest means of attracting more slimes. But for a moment at least, the extra inventory will be nice. Okay, now, those are apples. We're not going to cook those. Just get all these started up. What? I don't know, it must just be something weird on me, but that seems a little different. Oh, I forgot. Guess these are pretty well stacked, but we'll load them up a little bit more. And how we doing here? Pretty close. It's from just our little bit of clay cooking. So yeah, I still don't think we have enough need to really want to set up blast furnaces for smelting. At this point, it would be kind of nice, you know. It'd be like, oh, okay, we can just get all this done really fast, but we've got enough of a supply that the time isn't super important. And as we found in past worlds, the blast furnaces just don't have that much value. You know, that the example in the slow cooker world was the sandstone. You wouldn't get any. Well, you couldn't cook any of the sand or sandstone to make it smooth in that. So that was frustrating. You also can't do the, you know, obviously can't do the foods and all that. Now you have some flexibility on some of the others. You know, now they have the smoker to cook meats and things much more quickly, which I guess is handy. When we get around to building out our base a little bit more, we want to do the barn next. That will really turn our focus to breeding horses and donkeys and mules again, getting those all knocked out, and maybe from there we'll look to expand our farming operations, or at least the breeding, go around and, you know, get the wild llamas, get all the other animals, the ones we haven't yet even located, much less bred, are the mushrooms. We still have to find their island. But they actually would be ones to bring back and include in our kind of farm. Like, yeah, it's kind of nice to have a zoo and all that, but not like we need pandas here at the farm. Where if our world did have cows that could produce the mushroom stuff for us, the stews, why wouldn't we want to have those to milk along with our milk cows? So, yeah, we'll see. Those are coming along fairly nicely. For starters, I think rather than going with whole big stacks, we'll just do these at a time. Kind of like to have all these at the same time as well. And the reason I'm not just loading these in here is I want to keep the XP, right? That's the whole point of these cooks. And I know if I just load them up there and they push through, for one thing, I don't even think we get. Yeah. Forgot. We don't want to do these at all. Because I'm not getting any good XP back out. Get the iron, that's nice, but that's not the whole purpose here. Alright. So that helps our pick a little bit. That's closer. Let's get these all. There we go. Lined up. Alright, now we'll do another quick run up the stairs. Was there anything else left in here? No, so we can put our fortune axe away. We can obviously put these blocks away. Coppers. We do still need to make the block and then put the honeycomb or beeswax on it and take it back off again. I still haven't done anything with this coal, but this can go away. This is silk, and I think for our purposes, we're gonna want to use fortune. Gather up what flint we can. We may as well do a nice double cook up here. Or should we just split it? Because we're going to have to do the ones downstairs anyway. Yeah, let's just do these so we can wrap them up and have them clear again. Day or night? It is day, and I think it had been rainy if not. I think let's go, while those are cooking, those short stacks, let's go over here, just pick up meat. We recently had bred the cows and chickens, which was nice and productive. And I think we had a good stock. So we'll get ready to cook some more of those. Still need to get apples. Like, we need to go to a faraway forest and just clear it, right? Kind of do a massive chop and stick around to gather the apples. We did okay in the swamp, but I think a forest would suit us a little better. A little left there. Let's go back downstairs and see how these are doing. Fortunately, I think they're going to be far behind because we just started them up. Once we get that's not too bad. What was I going to say? Once we get this last batch in and go, and then I think we'll run down and scout out our area. Because again, for folks who may not be current or know, our next step, our next project is going to be setting up for and then fighting the Wither. And to take down, well, I talked about it a lot. I don't need to beat it over and over and over again, but we want to set up our first fight not as an actual fight, not just a trapped Wither that we're just going to go and safely take down. So we will got to do something productive with the time. I don't remember if these were 4s or no, they're big. That's good. Hey, and we got that new item. Maybe we can do a couple of these. Just save that storage. How long has it been since I've made that mistake? A while, huh? You guys remember when I set that up backwards from how I normally... Now what I should do, see if I'm smart, I put the finished blocks up top there. Alright, there's those. Maybe this will be done now. There we go. Still have our pick in our offhand. That's the whole reason. Some more iron here. Should give us a pretty good stock, and then we have the others ready to go downstairs. That's getting a little dark. Why not? It seemed like a pretty good use of time, right? Boom, boom. One more of those. Oh, we should make our thingamabobber too. You know, the thingamabobber. I really don't know what goes into it. Excuse me. Well, that's easy enough. Yes, I think I'll have a dozen. All right, back downstairs. Get us into the green. off there, but not bad either. And we can do this now. So switch those, put that up there. These can come over to the iron chest. Which is a pretty big hodgepodge, isn't it? Let's clean that up a little bit. We're just doing some tidying, you know, feel good about what we got. There we go. Okay, so we got lots of iron. We've got some lightning rods, and it's just going on dark, right? We got them. It was dark out when I was thinking about going over. But having made these lightning rods, and I think as we're just kind of futzing around getting started here, let's check our time. We're 20 minutes. So let's go down here and kind of get a feel for where we want to set up. And then we'll go back home. Hopefully have the rest of that iron done. Although now maybe we should leave it. Maybe we'll just fill our pockets because we didn't. I guess we do have the stuff. We're not really set to mine. That should be in the tool chest, all that good stuff. But nonetheless, here we are. One thing I do want to do. We are in the mountains. Let's still mountains. None of this is too obviously a deal, right? Maybe here. We can just do this. Just to make sure this, I don't think we have any that aren't silk touch that are netherited, but we'll double check. Never hurt anybody. I don't even think we spaced those out right, did we? Got a little sloppy and lazy. Not that it is a huge deal, but a little consistency is nice. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 6. There we go. All right. Now, let's go here, I guess. Of course you did. 3, 4. So this would be the one. Good. Alright, that's a little handier. Now, ultimately, we're going to take one more row off there. But I think... no big cave opening. We don't need this anymore. As I'd said before, we've got a little bit of a build-up prep mode for this, because like so many other things, I want to make full use of this Wither fight. Not only to have the experience of defeating what's, I think, fairly one of the most dangerous mobs in the game. There's predictability there, right? It's not... not completely unfamiliar. Oh, that's what I was looking for, though. I don't think we have one of those yet. There we go. And I'd love to find one in Deep Slate as well. Oh, goodness. A little caving. This was how our our abandoned mine adventure took off. Alright, our pockets are not too full. I guess we'll start as distant as we can from where we're really trying to work. Oh, I heard a plunk. Is that plunk around me? Don't know. All I really know is that I want these flints. So, like I said, lots of additional opportunities here. Now, we've already shown, certainly, we can get flint just as easily working in the abandoned mines, and there's still more work that I'd like to accomplish there. But we need to clear this from mobs pretty thoroughly, and more importantly, we need to make sure that there's not going to be a cave that opens up with just, a single wither blast, where he's going to go tearing off and not fight us, find other things it wants to aggro on, and get, effectively escape or lead us on a huge chase to try to track down. Hey, there's more emeralds. Like I said, did I say? I'd really like to get one of those in the Deep Slate rock too, so we can have one of each. And maybe that's what we should do with one of our upstairs little barrel chests that we're not using, if we can find one, is set up some of those raw ore blocks. Why? I don't know. Just nice to have, I think. Little examples. And I haven't even cared about gathering any of the others or holding them aside, but I do think that they're kind of cool. Now, we would need to do a lot more if we were ever going to build with them, right? We'd need to make a real concentrated effort to get some, but it's I hear you, Skelly. That's not the. Oh, there he is. Oh, oh. All I'm really trying to do here is throw some torches. But as is usually the case, you just want to get started digging on a hole and end up with a cave to make the most elaborate dungeons jealous. Some gold ore. Guess we'll stop for that, right? We are filling up quite a bit. This is a good little starting point, I guess. Oh boy. Not sure where you came from, sir, but welcome. Any of these places are possible, I'm sure. Creepers on parade, huh? We did get their gunpowder, though. Oh. Ravine, you're beautiful and all. Is that deep slate? No. I just want to make my thingy. Room. Warehouse arena looking thingamajobber. Alright, well, let's try to get back before we get more lost. There's all this too, but I don't know that we even have room to carry much more in the way of flint. But our cooking should be done, and that can. Well, now I guess we should save them, right? Isn't that what we talked about? Let's check on data. Maybe we'll go over and see Fred. Put up some of these lightning rods around the village. Around home, too, but there it's just kind of cosmetic, right? And at least for now, I'd like to get good coverage over there in the jungle. Then if we hear a storm, we run like this for the portal, jump in, go right to the jungle, and hopefully the lightning rods do their job. We can leave those. So let's, if I haven't already, let's start our little collection here. I think we talked about this in Slow Cooker too, hadn't we? Flints. Sorry, that's just too triggery. Alright, Flint's gunpowders. I know. We'll definitely get to the point of swapping out all our tools. Um, Sand? I don't think we need sand anymore, so let's do that up. The one piece of sand can sit there. I mean, it's not a huge deal. Oh, and we had all this. This is just cobbled, and we haven't processed any of that. Do have some deep slate. Why not, right? That's why we have these upstairs boxes. Speed. Carrot. I don't know why I didn't bother to put the bones away. Tools. We got a spare pick here. We will try to sort things. Oh, look at that. It's raining and otherwise good. Let's go to the jungle. Get these set. Not much progress yet on our our withered arena, but I did it again. I always do that. Always. I'm never gonna learn my lesson. Oh, don't go through there. Oh man, you made me hit 2 torches, which I don't even think is possible. But I really hit like the back edge torch. How did that happen? Okay. Hi. You can go away. Ooh, we got more of these guys too. Hey. Just trying to clear the path to the jungle. These guys have been long neglected. You never come play with us over here. Don't stop for a sec, particularly because this is about as dangerous an opening as we have. Oh, it's nighttime. So now I don't know if there's any like logic to how we place these or anything. Anybody know? Like, will this do it? We should definitely go get one on Freddy's house. I'm just a little scared of it in the evening here because, oh, we got Golem to protect us. Yeah, but mainly because I don't want to get creepered here. Oh, see, your house is awesome, Freddy. Four more buildings. Oh, maybe we should come back the next day. I don't want to cause distress to these guys. Golem, there's a matter over there. Maybe you could help clean that up. We should definitely build some kind of a structure to secure that so we don't just have creepers or anything wandering in. much better. A little better. Well, at least we got to kill some lava slimes, because we haven't done that in a while. I did it again. Every time. It's just such a nice logical break. Place to take a little sip. Okay, we can put these away. And the bones. Never did put the bones away. So I am kind of wondering, should we maybe have a second attempt at a hole? Because that one looks great. There's a lot of fun to explore there. But in terms of setting up our wither fight, really kind of rather just have a big, massive rock to carve out instead of all the extra fun and goodies. So let's go down here. I have to kind of watch for it, I guess. Yeah, we'll kind of weigh our options and see if. There we go. This is it, I think. See if maybe we can't. That's something a little less exciting. At least that rhythm's coming back. All right. So that gives us a little walkway. Hey, there's another block candidate. Don't know. Sounds of lava are probably a bad sign. Oh, this is the mine. Mine that we never did anything with. We all know how big those can be. Was this all mine? Oh, this is just the end. Alright, well, this seems quiet. New strategy, too. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would only be 4. 5. 6. Oh. Possibly. I think that's maybe one more on each of the wings. The bigger we go, the more chance there is to encounter terrain features, which make this project a little tougher to get set up. But the more space we have, the better the fight, I kind of think. 2. And 1 here. All right. Now, how many is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let's go one more. Oh, okay, that's good. I was a little worried that we had just burst back into the hallway. Love to see that little smoke from the thing there. Alright, so that was our 4th. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So now we do this over on this side. One. Two. Right? Now it's tough to tell which ones are which. 1, 2, 3, 4. Am I missing it? Oh, that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now let's go to here. Back down to here. And the ironic part here is it would be so much easier to do this with a beacon. can't always get what we want, right? Gotta earn that. And being underground, we'd have to clear the path to the sky and everything. We'd no doubt run into a mine or a cave or a ravine or lava or something or other along the way. So we'll just do a bit of the grind, which seems a little off, but ultimately this is just a room to have a fight in. All right, next up. This is one of those where you can get nice and vertigo-y. You feel like you're just looking forward instead of looking straight up. So break from the spooky movies yesterday, guys. As I mentioned, I think I mentioned, I was meeting up with some friends and we watched the new James Bond movie, No Time to Die. And I'm not gonna spoil anything except to say that there is loads of time in a 2 hour and 45 minute movie. Oh my gosh, it felt so long. I was just like, really? Are we still? I don't know. It was and I think it struggled for me because of how long we all waited for it. It was supposed to have been released right kind of leading up to the pandemic, but there were some initial delays anyway, independent of the pandemic, and then it was to be the big blockbuster when all the theaters shut down. So there'd been a lot of hype and wait, but I think most people can tell from my voice. I was a little let down by it. I don't know. Just it was good. It was everything you'd expect. Some things you wouldn't. And if you're a fan of the franchise, definitely, how are you not going to watch it? And yeah, I don't think it's a spoiler, and I think it's very well confirmed. It had all been billed as, and I think that was long decided that um, this would conclude Daniel Craig's tenure as James Bond, who, I think really did a good job of breathing some fresh life into the character and the whole franchise. And I was a little surprised. Um, for me, when GoldenEye came out and Pierce Brosnan made his debut as James Bond, um, that movie made it feel like the Bond just whole concept had been on mothballs for like 10 years. Now it was a long time. It was 6 years. Um, but yeah, I went back and looked because it just felt like, there was such a big gap between it was License to Kill, the last pre uh, Bond before Goldeneye. And of course, Goldeneye was mid 90s. License to Kill had been 89. So, big difference there too. And I haven't watched Goldeneye in a while to see how it holds up. But I remember the pre-credit stuff in Goldeneye being absolutely amazing. Just floored. Like it, I still remember sitting in that theater and being surprised when they cut to the credit roll. Right? You know, the opening, the music and all that kind of stuff to start off the movie, because it felt like there was you were like halfway through the movie, and it was a long, it was intentionally a long build up to that, but it caught me off guard. Here I am, like setting up for a chest, and I guess we can certainly leave that. But what I really want to do is get back and go visit the jungle farm and everything, and reset a bit. Now, those are only full stacks, right? Let's do a quick run here. Is this where they were? Where are all those blocks? Oh no. Oh, we were at the far end, weren't we? Just didn't want to let all those go to waste. Some of these I think were just missed, but a few more over here. All right. Now, come back through. I don't know how this is going to line up for our timing exactly, but I think let's just leave that for now. I don't particularly like doing that, but I don't think we're going to get too sidetracked before we really get this going. So yeah, I'm a little bummed at the hike, but once we finish, like the lightning rods and all that kind of stuff, the kind of extra advancement stuff, I just wanted to get set up. Stop talking about, especially with the storms and all that. Just get this one ready to go. The other bit there, of course, is zombie villager. If I could drag one back along here, just kiting him, which if you guys are unfamiliar is an old gaming term where you get an NPC's attention, you draw their aggro, and then you lead them, kind of staying out of reach to take damage, but keeping them coming along and interested in you until you get them to either a more favorable place. Maybe you're bringing them to something where a guild member or somebody like that, depending on the game, can help you out, or you just have a terrain advantage, or just by pulling one away from the spawning grounds, you can worry about just fighting one at a time instead of a huge supply of them. All right. I don't know why this feels like a thing for me, but it kind of feels like a thing. Coal on the deep slate. Oh, not that. Iron. We're missing a deep slate iron and the tin. Oh, deep slate iron. So now just the coppers. Deep slate gold. I should get another one of those to put in the box. Deep slate emerald. The diamond ores. We haven't grabbed either of. I don't know what I'm doing. We've got all these boxes back there. all we want to do is go visit Freddy. If it's even daytime. Maybe that's what I should go look at. But here we can better gauge the time. If there's a moon. Moon? Okay, so it's kind of early night. Let's let it get a little closer. We have some of these in. Oh, wait, before I do any of this. We're at an hour and one. I'm like running around. Oh, we can do this and this to last through the night. No, we're going to wrap up. Thank you all so much for hanging out. I know not the most exciting of things. Buckle your seatbelts, though, because we're going to clear a whole lot of rock. In addition, and kind of along the way, but once I'd kind of like to knock these out as soon now that I've partially got the lightning rods in my possession and inventory. Kind of like to get those done or up over at the Jungle Village. So we will kind of try to slow play it through this night. And I grabbed the bucket so maybe we can go after tactical fishing and see if there's an axolotl around by any chance, and maybe grab one of those. Grab up a couple of these advancements that have been out hanging over our heads that we haven't done, just to mix things up. So yeah, we'll kind of try to set those, and then with the exception of lightning, I'm going to try to do all this without sleeping still. We'll just stay in the rock until we get that cleared out. And I think with just focus digging, lots of picks, but we don't have to do any of the repairs on or anything like that, and using the shulker boxes instead of running back and forth. It won't be too terribly long. It's not going to be super quick, but not forever either. And then once we have it cleared out, we'll go get some obsidian. But let's get this one loaded up for you guys to be watching, and then I'll be back to do another before you know it. So take care, everyone. We'll talk to you soon. And as always, thank you so much. Really appreciate the views and hanging out with me. The comments and all that are greatly appreciated. If you guys are out there playing, love to check out your stuff as well. If you have any thoughts on the game, withers, do you set them up? Do you just do them in the end, or do you have any rituals for worlds, or how you like to handle the withers to get started on? Let me know. Be fascinated to hear. Anyway, take care. We'll see you next time. Bye now.